Hello my lovely people, welcome back to my channel. I greet you according to your time and the time you are seeing this video. We are still on the gist from the palace of Ooni of Ife. Allegedly, they said Olori Ronke exposed some secrets about Dr. Elizabeth. We do know that apart from Queen Naomi in that palace, that the next person whom a lot of people likes so much due to her behavior in the palace is Dr. Elizabeth. As a matter of fact, they said, apart from Queen Naomi, that the next person the king loves so much and treats better is Dr. Elizabeth. Not because of her wealth, or because we do know that amongst these women, that Dr. Elizabeth is richer than all of them. So that's why a lot of people have been saying that the king is treating her better because of her family background and how wealthy she is and all of that. But we do know that the main reason it looks as if the king is treating her better is because of her support for Queen Naomi and the king's reunion. Ever since she enters the palace, all she has been trying to do is to help the king to reunite with Queen Naomi, something other wives hate so much about her, and that is why some of them see her as an enemy for working against them. Okay, now they said Ronke have come up. Of course, this is not the first time she's saying things like this. That we do that a lot of people don't know this Dr. Elizabeth. That Dr. Elizabeth is worse than what people thought that she is. That forget the fact that she's always pretending to be a better person, that she is worse than all of them in that palace. That if you look at it very well, if you search spiritually very well, you find out that most of the things they drop in the king's chamber, that she is the one that is doing it. And because the king loves her so much and trusts her, that she is too close to the king to be manipulating the king with juju and all of that. Hey. So Ronke said that allegedly that Dr. Elizabeth is a green snake under the green grass. That the fact that she have won the heart of the king have given her the opportunity to be controlling the king, with juju, and the king will see nothing wrong with that because she thought Dr. Elizabeth is a saint, like some people also think. But one day, they say her secret will be exposed. She will expose her secret very well so that the king too will see it and know the kind of a person that Dr. Elizabeth is. So that the Dr. Elizabeth is just pretending to be a better person that she is not. But the thing is that Ronke is just jealous, if you ask me, from my own understanding. She is just jealous of Dr. Elizabeth. One is that Dr. Elizabeth is more educated than her, more learned than her. Not just that, Dr. Elizabeth is also more wealthy than Ronke. And Ronke, who is old enough to be making peace in the palace, she always bring gbasgbos, woto woto to the table. Looking at Ronke's age, one will expect her to be like a mother to the king and to the whole place. Of course, initially she was pretending to be a better person, and that was when everyone thought that she is in support of Queen Naomi and the king's return. But recently, she exposed herself. Of course, she was the one who exposed herself with that fake pregnancy and all of that. And ever since then, a lot of people have come to know who Ronke is, okay, and her characters. So, but it is very, very obvious that Ronke is just saying that so that people will start hating Dr. Elizabeth, when she have not done anything. But if Ronke thinks that Dr. Elizabeth is pretending, let her start to pretend too. We need them to be pretending. Let Queen Naomi return back and let them leave the palace. If that's what pretense is all about. Recently, we heard that Dr. Elizabeth wanted to leave the palace and the king was begging her not to leave the palace. Even the king's father was also begging Dr. Elizabeth not to leave the palace. But if Ronke should volunteer to leave the palace today, all of them will help her and pack her bag to leave the palace. That is because of her behavior. because you cannot say that this person is good or this person is bad without encountering that person's behavior or anything. It's because of someone's behavior that one will say this person is a good person or this person is a bad person. So with all this drama going on, I can say that Ronke is just jealous, as in just jealous. So I don't know what you guys think about it, but I can see jealousy in her thoughts. That is, if it is true, okay? Because I will always remind you that all these things that we bring to you, they are all alleged information, because we do not live in the palace of Ile-Ife kingdom. Always bear that in mind. One thing I know for sure is, you see Dr. Elizabeth, she is raised well. They raise her better than all of these old cargoes who believes that with juju they can do anything, they can get anything. Of course, they can get the king with juju and all of that, but would that juju keep the king? That's another question they need to ask themselves. Okay? Yes, one thing is certain. They might use the juju and enter the palace, but for the fact that that relationship is not built on love or likeness, the way it is now is how it is going to be, because as it is now, they are not enjoying the marriage one bit. Some of them are even regretting, because someone like Ashley, who is always crying these days, was saying that this is not what she bargained in this marriage, that she thought if Queen Naomi leave the marriage, that the king will start loving her more. You know that initially the king was loving her. Yes, they said that time, anytime Ashley comes back from UK, the king will take her around, make her feel at home, make her feel happy and all of that. But these days, even when Ashley returns back to the palace, the king will just pretend as if he did not even notice her. And it is getting to her. That is because that marriage was not built on love. It was built on one thing or the other. And maybe that thing that it was built on have expired. That is why it is now frustrating and a very sad one. So women should learn to go into where they are valued and loved, and not where they are trolloted, or where they are, or even where they can manipulate somebody at a point. Manipulation, sometimes it will work today, tomorrow it will fail you, because it is certain. So Ronke is just being jealous of Dr. Elizabeth. Yes, she's just being jealous. But come rain, come shine, they must leave that palace. Whether Dr. Elizabeth, whether the king loves Dr. Elizabeth genuinely, or whether Dr. Elizabeth is manipulating the king, for the fact that she's still in the good book of the king and many people, our online in-laws like ourselves, she's still better than Ronke, whether Ronke likes it or not. So my people, Lona, so we hear them. Don't forget that they're all alleged information. Okay, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you're yet to subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support. Give this video a thumbs up and share it. May God bless you for sharing. Bye for now. Love you guys.